So as far as a judge's perspective, we would hoping that the horse would have a nice collected walk, be nice and soft to the contact, compressed enough and collected enough with enough energy, forward energy into the halt first of all. The halt should be square and balanced and with the horse respectful to the contact. So once that's established, the rider lightens the seat, takes the legs back a little bit and maintains an even contact so that the horse goes back straight. There'll be varying steps required. You know, in a lower level test, there'll be 1 or 2 steps, 3, 4, right up to Grand Prix, where it's obviously expected to be quite collected and quite purposeful. The horse has got to maintain an equal rhythm in the contact and in the steps and into the halt, and the rein back should be in diagonal pairs. So again, we get the halt square, and then legs back a little, lighter seat, equal pressure, and however many steps it says in the test that you're meant to do, that should be what you're doing.
So from a training point of view, there are obviously issues when a rider can't get a straight rein back, and that tends to come more from an uneven pressure when we're asking them to go back. So evenness in the rein, a lot of riders like me, I'm lighter in my right rein than I am in my left. And so when I ask for a rein back, I've got to ask for a slightly stronger right rein so I even out the pressure. The same comes from your leg, and we obviously want to ask for the rein back mainly from our legs so that we don't interrupt the contact of the horse, the frame of the horse. So I want to make sure that my right leg is even pressure to my left leg, if not a tiny bit more, because I know this horse goes to the right a little bit in her rein backs. So I'll walk forwards, halt again, and demonstrate one straight on. So then another good exercise to do to make your rein back straighter is to try and direct the horse left and right in them. So I want to make Ella go slightly one way in this rein back, and then I'll do it to the other side. So going back to this side, I've got more right rein connection, stronger right leg, and my left leg is quiet when it comes. Again, very much as forwards work goes, outside aids are really important, and it comes into play in the rein back as well. So now a stronger left, and you go left. And by doing it each way, you can sort of decide which side is easier to go to and which side you need to fix and practice with.
So let's have a recap on the benefits of rein back. Activate the gluteal muscles. It will stretch the hamstrings. Activation of the abdominals, which will allow a lift of the rib cage and the horse to stretch over the back. Also, a tilt of the pelvis will occur. In the neck, we should get a stretch on the brachiocephalicus. Let's take a look at these things in a picture. Here you can see as the horse is reined back, you get a nice stretch on the hamstrings down the back of the leg. As the hind leg comes underneath, the abdominal contractions occur, causing the rib cage to lift. A nice stretch occurs over the horse's back, and the pelvis tilts underneath. When the pelvis is in this position, it puts the gluteal muscles in an easy position to be recruited and is good for strengthening. At the front, you can see the brachiocephalicus along the base of the horse's neck is put on a stretch as the leg steps backwards. I think from this picture it's clear to see why I like rein back so much. When you rein back the horse and you get them in this position, it is really useful for loading the hind leg and engaging the engine that we all want for the ridden work. Let's now take a look at the progressions of rein back in the ridden work. I often recommend that rein back is used followed by a sharp transition up to trot, or rein back followed by a sharp transition up to canter. The reason for this being that when we have the horse in the position as described in the previous slide, we can then use the transitions up to a more forward pace to strengthen the muscles in the hindquarters. I may sometimes recommend rein back to one particular rein of canter, i.e. left or right, depending on whether we're trying to strengthen a particular side in the hindquarters. I like it to think of rein back like us doing lots and lots of squats. As you can see in the next picture of Ailey riding, using rein back to position the horse and strengthen the hindquarters leads us to be able to achieve a good uphill movement. I hope you enjoyed our second instalment of rein back.